All right. Man, I don't know if I'm going to be able to get over this Warriors loss tonight.
This was exceptionally bad.
I I shouldn't even care because like really I'm not a Warriors fan, but I
I couldn't relate
am.
more.
Like
Exactly.
I hopped on the bandwagon with both feet.
Oh yeah, all in.
Yeah. And now it's just might as well be the Kings fan.
Yeah, I'm actually a Thunder fan now, so this works out really well for me.
Go Thunder. The Thunder are so good. I can't believe the Thunder are going to be the ones to make it. Remember
They're gonna win the whole thing.
all year long, everyone always talked about, oh, it's Warriors. Is it going to be Warriors or is it the Spurs? Like that's the real finals.
Yeah,
And then
exactly, right? Western Conference Finals, Warriors, Spurs.
They
But
didn't even
no,
play. B,
neither of them
neither
go.
of them are going to make it. Do
I
you
still
think?
believe.
Do you actually think the Warriors will make it?
I no. Do I think they will? No. But do you can you count out a team that won 73 games to win 3? Of course they can win 3.
Oh man, you know what? I would be much more confident about it it if the last two games weren't complete blowouts. Like
Yeah, when if they didn't lose by 60 points,
they were just invisible. Like just completely disappeared in the last two games.
it's bad.
It's not. And you know what's crazy about it is, do you remember how the first game ended? That was the one. The Warriors were up the
They
whole
were up
game.
a ton at the half,
Yeah,
right? Like 30 at the half.
they were up the whole game until like the last couple minutes, and the Thunder barely won that game. If
How
that
different is
had,
the series if they won that
yeah,
game?
how if that goes the other way and it's 2-2 and everyone's like, who cares? Like, please, of course,
All the Warriors got to do is win at home 2 more games.
yeah, of course they can do that. Yeah, and now I'm not even sure they're gonna win Game 5.
Yeah, me neither. They're big favorites. I don't know if you saw I posted, but they're like 8 point favorites right now.
Wow, who who did you have tonight?
No, I had the Warriors tonight.
Uh, Bummer.
Yeah,
You gonna take the Warriors by 8?
I might not even play that game. I have no idea.
It's funny because so Game 2 was Warriors won by 20. What was it?
Right? Every game in the Western Conference Finals has been decided by 15 points or more.
It's so stupid.
And Eastern. Every conference
No.
finals game. Yeah, because the Cavs blew them out 2 games and the Toronto blew them out 2 games.
What happened to the Cavs? They suck all of a sudden.
They can't make threes. They were making threes at like some crazy rate, and now they can't make them anymore.
Toronto sucks though, right?
They were only 1 game worse than Cleveland in the season.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I thought they. I don't know. I thought that it looked like Toronto was going to lose in the first round. Remember
I
that?
thought Indiana was going to win that series. I really did.
And now here they are. Drake is going to make the finals.
Drake, yeah, he's the difference.
Oh, it's awesome. It's awesome. Did you see that at the game in Cleveland when the Raptors were getting blown out and the crowd started chanting USA, USA?
Yes, I did. Right?
What? How do you feel about that?
Well, I think, don't quote me on this, but I
It's
think
on the video.
Cleveland has the only Canadian born player between the two teams in Tristan Thompson.
What? That can't be true.
Anthony Bennett, there's Canadians on the Cleveland team.
That's
I don't
hilarious.
think there's any Canadians on the Toronto team. So that's kind of funny.
That is funny.
Yeah, like DeMar DeRozan's from like LA. They're all USA dudes.
Yeah. If you okay, let's say you're a basketball player in the NBA and you get drafted to what team? Like what would be the worst team to get drafted to? Not because of the team, but because of the city.
Memphis. I think Memphis would be the worst one.
Oh, I've never been. Have you been to Memphis?
I haven't.
Uh,
I haven't. So that's probably an unfair judgment. I'm sorry, people of Memphis, if you watch this. I apologize.
all of our
for
Memphis fans
that.
are just so pissed right now.
It's small market. The crime rate's really high, and yeah, it just seems like it'd be a bad place to
Well,
be.
the other thing that sucks about Memphis is you're in the Western Conference, but you definitely don't live on the West Coast. and you
Right.
have to travel so much.
Right. And you're like not even in the best city in Tennessee, right? Because wouldn't you rather be in Nashville?
You
Isn't
would
that
definitely rather be in Nashville.
yeah. Sorry, Memphis people, but
Memphis would suck. I always thought that
Memphis
Toronto
sucks.
would suck too, though. I mean, Toronto, I don't know, but seems like a nice city. But like the hassle of having to go in and out of the country for every game.
Yeah, and they tax like crazy, right? So you only make like
Ooh,
half your actual salary.
that sucks. I didn't even think about that.
Yeah,
So like, you want to live in?
like Florida because they don't. There's no like income
I was
tax,
gonna
so you
say
just
Washington, but there's no
or
team in Washington now.
Texas.
So
Oh yeah. Sorry, Seattle fans. Also, we're just alienating everyone right now, Luke.
I mean, my wife's from Seattle, so she's a huge
Good recovery.
she's
Good
a
recovery.
she's a huge Sonics fan, and that joke never gets old. So she doesn't appreciate it as much as I do.
Yeah, I think Texas teams are probably really good. Florida teams are probably really
Yeah.
good.
Okay, so if you, what would be your top pick for a team then for a city?
It'd be hard not to go like super major, like New York,
L.A.
LA, yeah,
Yeah,
Miami, Dallas,
Miami.
Chicago.
You don't want to live in Dallas, do you?
Yeah, I think Dallas is pretty good. It's cheap to live there. You're making a ton of money.
You lived in
It's
Dallas,
good.
right?
I did, yeah.
How long were you there?
Freshman, sophomore year of high school, I lived in Dallas.
Was it nice?
Yeah, it was pretty good. We were in a good part.
Oh, okay. I always
Yeah,
hear. I mean, I don't. I always hear like San Antonio's nice.
Yeah,
I hear
I've never done the
Austin.
River Walk, but I hear good things. Austin's obviously a great city.
What's up with Houston? What's Houston like?
My mom actually lives in Houston right now, and it's kind of a dump.
Oh, is
So
it?
we just lost another, 15 million people, but Houston's not a great place either.
Yeah. Wow, that sucks. What about Milwaukee? Wouldn't that suck?
That'd be a bad
that
one.
would be rough. It's like so cold.
I had like a 4-hour layover in the Milwaukee airport, and it's terrible. So based on that, I'm gonna say
Yeah, no thanks. At that point, you're just like, screw it. I guess the NBA is not for me.
you just hang it up.
That was basically what Ricky Rubio did. He's like, oh,
It's just,
freak.
like
Minnesota,
2-3 years in a row.
Timberwolves?
I'm good.
All right, never mind.
I'll just
give me a few years.
I'll stay in Europe. It's all good.
Yeah. I always assumed that that's what it was.
That's a fair point.
Did
I
you ever
never
hear the
considered
story
that.
about when he was when teams were looking at him before the draft? And I don't know if this is a true story or not, but the rumor is that the Kings had him out in Sacramento and they took him out to dinner and his mom was with him because he was so young. How old was he? He was like 17.
Oh, he's like 17.
Yeah,
Yeah.
or 16 or 17. And his mom was with him and his mom cut his meat for him at dinner.
I love it. I love it.
And that was why the Kings are like, no, we can't do this. We're not going to draft
I bet
this guy.
right now he has somebody on payroll who still cuts his meat for him. That's still a thing for Ricky.
It's probably Kevin Garnett now.
It's Kevin Garnett's out there just chopping those steaks up.
Oh, and instead the Kings probably drafted who was that year? That might have been Jimmer. So
Jimmer.
there you go. That's great. Oh, freaking Kings! All right, and then what else was going on this week? I feel like there's something else big this week. Do you follow hockey?
Playoffs, I do. I'm like so fair weathered fan.
You a Sharks fan?
Of course.
Of course. Yeah. The best. Yeah, I can't get into hockey. Never liked it.
Playoff hockey's fun, man.
Jeez. I mean,
Have you watched any games this
No.
year? Have you seen an overtime game this year?
no, zero.
They play 3-on-3. It's a lot of fun.
Wait, they do?
Yeah,
That's
It's a
awesome.
new rule this year. They play 3-on-3.
That's actually really cool. They should
That's
do
great.
that with
Like-
more sports.
I agree.
You're like baseball, 6 on
Right?
6 baseball for an inning.
I love it.
Every inning after 10 or after 9, you lose a player.
Every inning you lose a player.
That would be so good. No, you would get to the point where like there would be an inning that would just never end.
Yeah, where you're like reserve second baseman's pitching to their third string outfielder. Yeah,
and there's no one else in the field.
just the two
It's
of them.
just the pitcher.
This is we. I'm gonna submit. I'm gonna write a letter.
This is
We're gonna get this
this
a
is
thing.
not a good idea for baseball. I don't think it works. It would work definitely work for basketball though.
Yeah, imagine if overtime was 3-on-3. That would be fun to watch.
It would be fun. Yeah, that would be super interesting. I always thought that like the penalty goal or what's it called, penalty kick, that's soccer.
Yeah, that's soccer. Yeah,
Whatever. Don't they do something similar in hockey? I feel like I remember that from
they
the Mighty Ducks or something.
they have shootouts.
Yeah,
Yeah,
shootouts, right? Like it's exciting, but it always seems so stupid, like a dumb way to decide who wins the game.
it is kind of a dumb way. It's nice because it's like over, and you don't have to play like 18 overtimes. But
Right,
yeah, it's like a skill set that's like super relevant to the actual game.
right. It's yeah, great. You guys just tied, so now we're gonna decide the winner based on this other game that we're gonna play.
Right,
Yeah,
exactly.
that no one practices.
Like basketball goes to overtime. We're like, okay, 3-point contest. Whoever makes the most
Now it's gonna be
three-pointers wins.
now it's gonna be horse, right? That's great. Yeah, that is kind of what it would be like. No, but 3-on-3 basketball in overtime would be cool.
Yeah, new rule for hockey this year, and it's fun to
What's
watch.
the
So
idea
you
behind
should.
it? Just make it more exciting?
Yeah, and I think more likely to score a goal because
Uh,
just less people on the ice.
sure. Yeah, that's sweet. Well, then the other big thing this week was Bachelorette started up again.
Heck yeah,
We're
JoJo.
both we're both huge Bachelorette fans. You know what? I take so much crap from friends about watching The Bachelorette.
Yeah, when I used to have friends, I used to take a lot of
Yeah,
crap from them also.
yeah,
But
exactly. I actually haven't like quite broken that news to my new team, like in my new job. Nobody knows
you
about
don't
it.
have like in your office, you don't have pictures of JoJo hanging up. Like
Not yet.
you didn't make a paper chain of counting down the days
I
to Bachelor
I feel
premiere.
like that's year two.
That's
Um,
here too.
yeah. So I don't. Yeah. It's people give me a lot of crap, but I think that it's only people that have never actually seen it. Anyone that I know that has given it a chance loves it.
Oh, how could you not?
Yeah. That's the way I feel about it. When did you start watching?
I think I'm like 6 or 7 years in. I think
What was your first? Yeah.
I want to say either Chris or Brad was my first season.
Okay. Yeah,
So
I started 7 years ago. I was just looking this up. It was 7 years ago, and it was Jake Pavelka.
okay, so I came on just after that.
Okay. Yep.
Jake,
Brad.
little guest appearance last night.
Jake did have
Was
a
Brad was Brad the next year?
Yeah, Brad was the next year.
That was my first year. That was so Nicole and I got married, I think, that year, and she
And
kind of
she was the
forced my
first.
hand, and now
Yeah.
I'm super fan. So thank you,
Well, what's
Nicole.
embarrassing about that is that I started watching it before I got married on my own. No, you know what it was? I was trying to think back to this, and I was trying to remember why I even started watching this show. And I think what happened was this was right when I graduated from college. I'd moved to Seattle. I was living by myself. I knew nobody in Seattle at all. So I was working at Microsoft, and I have like so much free time because I'd get off work and I'd go home and like be by myself. And so I was like watching all sorts of TV and stuff, and I was like, I don't know. I think I was like all caught up on my shows, and so I was on Hulu looking for something new, and it was like, hey, new season of Bachelor just started. And I'm like, I'm in. Let's try it. And I watched one episode and I was hooked.
Hooked,
Hooked.
hooked.
7 years later, I've seen every single episode. I've seen
I love
all
it.
the crappy Bachelor pads, Bachelor in
Crap, you mean
Paradise.
incredible? Those might even be better than the actual show.
Bachelor pad was good. Bachelor in Paradise is
Uh,
not as good. People take, I mean, yeah, I don't know. Bachelor in Paradise is too successful.
I love it.
Yeah, so Jake, Brad, Ben. Do you remember Ben's?
Of
And he
course.
beats Courtney. That was hilarious. So far we're 0 for 3 on people that are still together. Then Sean. Sean was boring, wasn't he?
Sean's so boring. Thank you. Yes.
And Catherine was so boring. I can't believe you picked Catherine.
Both of them. And then
yeah,
they try and stay relevant. They're like popping up on the after shows and stuff. I'm like, Sean,
Just-
hang it up, dude.
I know.
No one No one's a fan.
Nobody. Yeah. That's the gig though. I mean, did you see they had Allie on the episode last night?
Uh huh.
She's like from so long ago, and her relationship lasted like 2 months. And I loved it like she's there giving advice as to like what the new person should do. Here's what you should do. And it's like, yours was such a failure. Like, what are you talking about? Amazing. So yeah, so then Juan Pablo, which
Oh, dude, that was the worst one, right?
well, define worst.
Well, I mean, like you're the producer of Bachelor, and you had to throw out a season.
Yeah.
You'd pick Juan Pablo's, right?
Yeah. So for those people, all of our fans watching tonight that aren't familiar, explain what was wrong with Juan Pablo and why that sucked.
Juan Pablo's season, I I don't even remember like specifics about why it was so bad. He wouldn't tell homegirl he loved her, even though they were like going to be together, right? So that was kind of a bizarre thing. And then there was like awkward tension between him and Chris Hansen the whole time.
Yeah.
And Bachelor Nation, we love Chris Hansen. So if we have to pick a side between the Batch and Chris, we got Chris's back. So
They like definitely hated each other. It was so
there
awkward
was
because by the end of the
tension.
show, you just knew that like the host and the Bachelor did not like each other. And like
the episode before the season finale where they do like the whole
oh yeah,
Bachelorette's tell all, that episode, go back and
That
watch
was
it. It's
it.
like awkward, dude. It's bad.
that was rough. None of the girls liked him because he was kind of a jerk to everybody. Yeah, that was rough.
Chris Hansen hates it.
And like
the interview's awkward.
The whole point of the show is like to get to the end and get engaged and stuff, right? And to
and then
pretend
he wanted
like
to tell this
you're
chick
something.
that he
And he's
loves
like,
her.
I don't know. We'll see. We'll see what happens.
It's just not a good fit for us.
Yeah.
We just don't say that. What? Just say it, dude. It's like a fake TV show. We don't care.
Freaking
Just
cares?
say you love her.
It's a TV show. Come on. Just say it. That's all anyone wants.
Now they're popping up on all these random like TLC shows, like Save Our Relationship on the Discovery Channel. I don't know. There's like random couples therapy shows that they keep popping up on,
Oh, jeez.
trying to make it work.
What a mess. And then there was Chris. Chris also sucked. Actually, I think he might have been the worst after Juan Pablo.
Yeah, Chris was boring
Super
too.
boring. Oh my gosh. And then Ben. But Ben was good. Ben was last year.
He might have been my favorite Bachelor ever.
Yeah. He was really good. He was like
Him leaving Olivia on the island was like GOAT, like best moment of Bachelor history TV right
yeah. So Olivia, she thought that she was the one.
there. Right, and she's still on some random sand beach in the middle of nowhere waiting for a boat to take her home.
Yeah.
He just left
And he
her.
just left her
gone.
there. That was so good. That was so good.
He was great.
He was good.
I liked him.
He took it like super seriously, maybe a little too seriously sometimes.
Yeah, like that last episode. Sorry, JoJo. That you deserve better.
So right, so he gets to the end. He tells both the final girls that he's in love with them, and that they don't have anything to worry about. I love it. I wonder how much of it was like really, like that's actually how he felt versus like somebody tells you love them. You know what? It's awkward not to respond and like give it back.
You gotta say it back,
right? You gotta say it back, and then you realize like
Fair.
10 minutes later you regret it because you're like, geez, that just opened up like a huge mess for me.
It's got worse. Yeah.
And then you can't like back off of it, so you're like, well, I got to make this last like another like 3 more days,
Yeah.
and then we can be done.
Ben was great though, because every time you watch Bachelor or Bachelorette, there's like some terrible person in the house, and everyone tells you, "Hey, this person's like not here for the right reasons." And every time they're like, "Well, I think they're just jealous or whatever."
Yep.
And Ben was like, "F this, you're out of here."
Wait, who was it?
I forget the girl's name, but she went to his like hotel room or
you're
whatever one
right.
night,
Yeah.
and she was like trying to like cozy up to him, and he was like, "Yeah, this just feels wrong, so you got to go."
That's
Sorry.
right. That's right. She like ratted
was
on
the
some other
night.
girls and made up stories
Exactly.
about
She
them.
was trying to throw someone over to the bus, and he
Yeah.
was like, "Nah, you're gone."
Well-
that was the night I decided. I was like, "Ben, you're my favorite Bachelor."
Yeah. Well, she tried to throw Lauren under the bus, which is the girl he ended
There
up
you go.
picking in the end, right?
Right,
So like
right.
he had already like probably had her picked in his mind.
Right.
Don't you think? Do you think that they know how far
Oh
into the
yeah.
season do they know who they're picking?
Day one.
No.
Okay. Most, maybe not always day one, but the person who gets the first impression rose always goes deep in the show, right?
Yeah.
Like final four people. So that person always has a good chance. But like within the first couple weeks, you've kind of got a feel for their personalities, and you already know who you're like attracted to. Probably like a week or two in, you've already got your like final two
Yeah. That's probably true. At least after the first like one-on-one date with whoever it
with
is,
those
and then
people.
like
Yeah,
you're like, that's it. Now I know.
yeah.
Which is such a stupid way to pick a fiance.
Well, and then this is the worst part of The Bachelor, right? Is it would be the most successful show in the history of the world if you didn't sit next to the homegirl and watch the whole season
Yeah.
of all telling all these other
Yeah.
girls, "I love you. I have feelings for you."
That's the
That
suckiest part, right? Because they film the whole thing before the first episode airs. So whoever he picks in the end, they're engaged at that point, and then they sit down to watch episode one.
and then you just see him like tell all these girls all these
How much he
feelings,
likes them and hook up with
and you see him
them.
having all these moments together and the overnight stays, and yeah, it's bad
No,
news.
that's
That's what
horrible.
kills it.
You can't watch it, right? Like if you go on that show, you have to decide at the beginning, like, I understand what I'm getting myself into. We're not watching it.
If you get picked, if you're the couple that gets matched, you just got to be like, hey, we can't watch it. We know it's us. The end. We're not getting involved.
Yeah, but you know what sucks about that then? Is that like everyone in the country knows some secret about your relationship that
Right.
you don't know.
Right. Yeah, and
And you'll only hear the worst parts of it, right? Because you'll see it on the magazines and the grocery store. You'll see it everywhere.
what we see is not like what happens, right? Because it's all edited
Yeah.
and they spin it to make people seem certain ways, and yeah, you almost have to watch it just to see how they portray you.
Yep. The editing of
That's
this
why.
show is so good, though.
Oh,
I don't
it's
know how they
money.
don't win awards for it every year.
If I had a vote, I would vote for them.
Oh, it's so good. I was just watching yesterday a clip from last season, and this was with Olivia and Ben, where, remember, Ben comes in to the big group, and he's like, hey, guys, like, this is a rough night for me. I had a friend that just died in a car accident, and, like, I don't really want to get into things tonight. Like, just want to kind of chill, and let's not go too deep or anything. And like as soon as he's done with that, Olivia pulls him and she's like, hey, can I steal you for a second? And he's like, yeah, okay. And so she like walks him out and she sits down and she's like, you know what? I don't like my kinkles.
Oh my goodness.
And then she like starts crying about how hard it is that her kinkles are not good. And it's just like the look on his face of what in the world just happened? Like, how can you be so tone deaf?
Yeah.
You feel
Which
so
probably
bad
happened
for
like
yourself.
2 days after the fact or before the fact,
who knows
right?
when it happened?
But it just
doesn't-
lays
yeah.
out that way for
That's
us.
how they edit it, and it's so good. It is so
It's
good
money.
every time.
Let's talk about how outside of Bachelor, the show, Bachelor has made millions of couples via bachelor parties
Oh, that's
and
interesting.
chatter over first dates.
Yeah.
I was watching a show tonight. I don't know if you know who Allison Williams is.
No.
But she's an actress. She's on Girls. She did the Peter Pan live special. But she met her fiance or husband or whatever they are now at a bachelor party
way.
watching the show. And she's got to be one of like thousands, right?
Yeah. That's awesome. I mean, me and Lisa are kind of that way. That's like we started watching The Bachelor together early on. That was like kind of our thing. And you know what? We kind of had an on and off relationship for a bit there. And even when we were off, we still watched The Bachelor together.
There you go.
So
there you go.
So we give a little bit of credit to The Bachelor for
your kids should write thank you letters to Chris Hansen. So
Harrison.
I keep saying I've said it like 30 times. I've said Hansen.
My kids owe Chris Harrison a lot. Yeah.
Chris Hansen was the assistant vice principal at my high school, so I apologize for that mix up there.
How do you think we could get on into the crowd of either the Men Tell All or the After the Rose this year?
Like studio audience?
Yeah.
I think we should go, right?
How does it work? Like, how do you
They gotta
get
like
a ticket to
sell
that?
tickets or something, right? Well,
You
we got to scour abc.com after
you have to
this.
be like invited or something, or can you just
Oh
show
no,
up?
that's got to be like, especially for dudes, they got to be like so thankful to have somebody there.
I know you have like the one guy, and and like if you get picked to be there, you gotta just like ham it up, right? Like you're just
Oh
like,
yeah.
oh, I can't believe,
That
and you gotta like,
was
did
perfect.
she really, Jess?
We'll just send this video to them
Yeah,
and they'll definitely let us come. That
totally.
was perfect.
Okay, yeah, yeah, yeah. It's so embarrassing. I feel so bad for the people that get close-ups on that in the studio audience when they just. It's so embarrassing. It's so embarrassing. I can't wait to be in there. I want it so bad.
That's bucket list. We got to make
All
that
right,
happen
we'll
this
figure
year.
that out. Chris Harrison, Chris Hansen, if you're listening, if you're watching this video, send us a ticket. You can email it to me. My email address.
Is bachelorfan number one at gmail.com.
Yeah, exactly. We got it. We'll figure that out. But no, that's a good point. I like they are way more successful at relationships outside of The Bachelor than they are within the show.
Yeah. Let's make a documentary about all the couples who exist because of The Bachelor.
Okay.
That should be a thing.
Yeah, I have plenty of free time, so
Me too. This will be great.
yeah. I was looking for something to do this weekend.
Yeah, and camera equipment, lights, sound. I got it all. We're good.
Nice, nice.
It's just like rock around with my MacBook. Hey, here we are.
Got a question for you. And then, do you want to talk about the people this season?
Yes, I do.
Okay, I have the list here. But like these
All
names
right.
are going to mean nothing. It takes like 5 episodes to learn who anyone is.
Right. So Nicole, after we watch an episode, she's always like, "You don't even watch this show. You couldn't even name 5 people off the episode." Yeah, but I could tell you like their jobs and something stupid they said tonight. I just don't know their names yet.
Yep, that's true. All right, let me just read you a couple names. So this year
Okay.
it's who's the Bachelorette?
JoJo.
Which is a terrible name, but that's all right.
I'm a fan.
she's
I wasn't
good
excited
enough.
about JoJo, but I
She's
thought
fine.
last night I thought she handled it really well.
Yeah, she did a good job. She's fine. All right, so we have Alex. I don't recognize him.
Okay, I don't know who that is.
Let's see. His occupation is Marine. Oh, he was the Marine.
There's a few of those though.
Oh,
Is he
okay.
the little one?
It looks like it. Yeah,
Dark hair?
5'7". Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Ali. Remember this guy?
Nope.
All right. How about Brandon? Nope.
Oh my gosh.
He doesn't look. Yeah, this is occupation hipster.
Okay, I know hipster. Yes, I know him.
Wait,
He got a
I did
rose.
not-
He's still on the show.
I did not see that. Wait, there was a guy that his occupation was hipster?
His first conversation with her, he's like, "I didn't even watch last season, so I don't know anything about
guy.
you."
That was hilarious. I've never even seen
That was
this.
the most hipster thing you could say.
I
That was
know
awesome.
nothing about you. Hilarious. And then there's Chad, who
Okay.
luxury real estate agent.
Okay.
All right.
I know him. Yes.
Okay. Chase. That name sounds familiar.
Is he Scruffy Ben?
Yeah.
Is that,
Yep.
or
He
rugged,
is. Medical
rugged
sales
Ben?
rep.
Okay.
Got the
He goes
scruffy
deep
beard.
this year.
Yeah, he
based
does.
on the previews.
Let's see, who else is there? Christian. I don't know Christian. Telecom consultant. I don't know. Seems boring.
Oh yeah, no, I know him. He loves his job.
Is he good? He does? Did I even watch the same episode as you?
You got to pay attention, Luke.
No, I was just, I don't know. I was all in on Aaron Rodgers Jr., which we'll get to in a second. All right. Derek, commercial banker. I don't know.
That one's not ringing a bell.
No. Daniel. You know Daniel.
The Canadian?
Yeah, wasn't that his thing? No, it wasn't. He's a male model. He was the one that got
Yeah,
drunk
he's the
and took his
Canadian.
clothes
He's
off.
my favorite.
Oh, he is? He's
If I were a producer, I would force him into the Final Four. I love this guy.
Wait, what was his story? So
He's Canadian.
he's Canadian.
That he brings up like 12 times.
And then I love how he's the one that when they first start, and the guy walks in wearing the kilt, and he's like, "What? This guy's like barely even wearing any clothes. How embarrassing!" And then
And he
he
strips
proceeds
down
to get
and jumps on
drunk,
the
and he takes all of his clothes off. except for his underwear, and then he goes swimming.
Him naming off the drinks he had that night. I've had like one Fireball, two tequilas, three vodkas, a couple whiskeys. I'm not much of a drinker, so I'm dead right now. How are you standing, dude? And then he just gets naked and jumps in the
Yeah,
pool.
it's hilarious.
Yeah, he's
I
my
kind of
favorite. I
assume
hope he
that
goes far.
at the end of these episodes, I'm assuming the producers tell her, "Okay, look, you get to keep 12 people, and we're going to keep three."
Yeah, I think that's how it
Right?
works
That's
also,
how.
right?
That's
Or hey, if you have any doubt, we like these four guys.
right.
Like if you're a 50-50, we'd really like to keep these guys around.
Because there's no way she would have actually kept him because he
He's
was a
here.
mess.
I love
Because he was a
it.
mess. But I mean, he made it. He made it another week. So
How about it wasn't even him, but there's two dudes who, when she's doing the one-on-one with the camera, like go
yes,
knock on the
and
door
they just like
and come
barge
into
in,
the room,
and
and she's like, "Wait, I'm exhausted. What's
she's
happening
like, "I'm
right
in the middle of
now?"
an interview."
Apparently, everyone's just hammered.
Yeah, they
So,
were so drunk. And did you see how late it went though? So they start. I mean, I don't know what time they start, but when everyone was leaving after they got kicked out, it was light outside. They had gone
oh, it
through.
was like the next
Yeah,
morning.
they had
Yeah,
gone through the whole night. Yeah, it's
yeah.
nuts. Um, and then okay, so then there's Evan. Evan is awesome. He's the erectile dysfunction expert.
Oh yes, yes.
He's a total weirdo, right?
Oh, he's how are okay? Can we agree that she has the worst batch of dudes that have ever been on the
Oh,
show?
it's a really bad group. Just a lot of losers.
This dude could be a serial killer. Like maybe not today, but before it all ends, Evan will have killed multiple people in the same
It could be
fashion.
today. Yeah, he's nuts. He's completely nuts. I mean, I assume I kind of my guess is that that was another producer pick and not a her pick because he was even weird to her. He
He's
was just
he's
super weird.
weird,
Yeah.
yeah.
Um. All right. So then we got Grant. Do you remember Grant? I don't remember this guy. Firefighter. Tattoos.
Oh, he's from San Francisco.
Oh, he is. It doesn't say that here.
Yeah.
Tattoos. Yes, lots, all over my upper body. There you go. That's good. James F. I like that we do like the last initial thing, like it's first
Me too.
grade. It's so good.
Like every year we have like three Ashleys, Ashley S and L and O. Every year we have them.
Boxing club owner.
Whoa,
Let's
who's that?
James F.
I don't know who that
I don't
is.
recognize him at all. I'm looking at his picture right now. Tattoos: right shoulder, left bicep, one on my back. All are being lasered off.
Oh, he hates them.
Ooh, interesting. All right, and then James S. We got a second James. Bachelor superfan. That's his occupation.
Oh, that's my also occupation.
That's
If you go on my LinkedIn right now, it says Bachelor Superfan.
yeah. He was like super into it, right? They showed him watching all the seasons, and he knows everything about. But that would be me. That would be me if I got picked to be on this show, which I'm not going to be. But
When you get picked.
when I get picked, yeah.
When we're on the Bachelor after show, it's going to say Luke Millar Superfan.
Bachelor super fan.
At LTM
Yeah.
Super Bachelor Fan.
Let's see. Then there's James Taylor, third James.
That three Jameses.
Yeah.
Producers
You
dropped
would
the ball
think,
big time.
right? You would think that if they're picking who's going to be on the show, they could avoid that.
Because they have like thousands of
think.
options, right?
Yeah.
Like, hey, maybe let's not do another James.
So his name, the best part was his name is James Taylor, and he also plays the guitar and sings.
Oh, okay. He played the guitar and sang when he got out
Yeah,
of the
he
limo,
did,
right?
and it was actually pretty good. It wasn't
but not
horrible.
like all for one.
Okay,
good,
wait,
but
time out. Can we
pretty
talk
good.
about the limos? All right, so the way that this show works, episode 1 is everybody shows up in a limo, and one by one they get out, and they come to introduce themselves to her.
And they do some cheesy, terrible
idea.
introduction.
That's the idea is, hey, let me just meet everybody one by one instead of the whole
Right.
group at once.
Right.
That's it. That's all there is to it. But for some reason, over the years, it's grown and grown into this thing where it's like, who can do the biggest prank or joke
Who has
or
the cheesiest
gag
pickup line?
or the stupidest pickup line? Yeah. And it's gone too far, right? Like they have to rein it back in and say, you know what, you can't show up in a Santa costume. It's not
He
good for
made
our
it.
brand.
He got through.
He did. I know. He shouldn't have.
I
And he
agree.
kept saying all night long, he kept saying, Joe, 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 Joe. Like as if it was like a Santa ho, ho, ho. But her name,
Terrible.
oh man. It's just a horrible joke. Um, that guy should get kicked off just for being so stupid. Bad jokes. Okay, Jordan. Isn't this the guy?
Jordan
Yes.
Rogers.
Jordan Rogers. And he looks exactly like his brother,
He does look a lot
right?
like him.
So this is Aaron Rodgers' younger brother, occupation, former pro quarterback.
Which, can you even say that if you like made like 30 grand?
If
Can
you
you
never
claim that?
played in a game,
Yeah, that was a really frustrating moment for me because I wanted to like him because I heard he's gonna be on the show and I was like, oh yeah, it's Aaron Rodgers' little brother. I watched him play at Vanderbilt, and then he gets off the thing and he's like, yeah, I'm a retired football player. I just retired a few years ago, so I got like a lot of free time. You retired or you couldn't make a team, dude?
yeah, retired. But you can't retire at the age of 27, right? Like, what are you retiring on? He obviously has to have a job. There's no way that's what he does now.
Yeah, unless Aaron's hooking him up with some
Oh, jeez, that's totally what's happening.
something.
Although, okay, so she loved him.
Loved.
But he was really cool.
And,
Like, he was so normal. So
and
normal. He sat there and,
they
like, kind
kept
of, like, poked fun at the other contestants with her and, like, just...
and they kept showing like right before they had their moment, they were like, everyone's so uncomfortable and everyone's so nervous. And I wish I wouldn't be so nervous. And they went to them and he was like confident and just normal.
Just
and
normal. Yeah, exactly. And the best part, he didn't even mention that he's Aaron Rodgers' brother.
Nicole said right when he came on, she was like, if he says on the first night, I'm Aaron Rodgers' little brother, I hate him for the whole season.
Yeah.
So
And he didn't.
Good looking, Jordan.
Okay.
Good looking out.
This is what I think he should do. Don't mention it at all season long.
Never say it. Never
until the hometown when she walks in the door
when she meets
and he's
him.
like, "Oh yeah, by the way, this is my brother Aaron."
There you go. I love it.
And that's it.
Here's
that's
how this
like,
whole thing plays out.
And her jaw just drops, and she's like, "Holy crap! What? Wait, your brother is Aaron Rodgers?" Yeah.
This is how this whole thing played out. I have this theory that Jordan's hurting for cash a little bit because he retired on a $30,000 salary in the NFL, and
You
Aaron's
can't
like,
make,
"Oh, it's all
you
good."
can't make $30,000 for 2 years and then retire. Like nobody's ever done that.
I know a guy at ABC. We can get you on The Bachelor. They let Jesse Palmer on there. They'll definitely get you on there.
Yeah.
They're gonna love you. And so they did this whole thing where they're like, "Hey, Jordan, come on, do this whole thing with JoJo. You're not gonna win it, but we're gonna make you the Bachelor next season."
Oh.
And that's why he's like so cool, calm, and collected because it's like
He
no
doesn't
sweat
care.
off his
Who
back.
cares? Yeah.
He's just passing 3 months' time until he gets the news that he can be the Bachelor next season.
Oh, that would be amazing. And then from there, he can go on to do whatever he wants, right? If he wants to do
Right.
sports broadcasting or whatever it is.
Right. He's got
he
TV
has
time.
Now he has the name.
Yeah. Set for life.
That's incredible. That's genius.
That's my theory.
Yep. That's it. That's the one. That's what happened. All right. Jordan. And then the best contestant of the season is Luke. Right?
Wait, which one's Luke?
What? Are you kidding me? Did you not hear the clip that I tweeted last night?
I don't know if I did.
Wait, really? Are you going to be kidding me?
Yeah. Did I like it?
I don't know.
Then I didn't see it.
I don't know. It was good. She said something like, "Hey, I'm gonna pull it up because I need to listen to it again because it made me feel so good."
This is you have to play this.
Yeah, you're not gonna be able to hear it. I don't know how this works.
Put the window right here and put this little clip.
Okay, hang on. Let me see if I can get it to actually play so you can hear it. Let's see. We're gonna scoot a little bit closer. Oh wait, no. This is definitely not gonna work. I'll just tell you what she says. I'm gonna listen to it and I'll tell you what she says. This is the worst video. Oh yeah, she says Luke has this sort of silent, sexy confidence.
Okay.
That's pretty good.
That's really good. But who's Luke?
For me, that's me. It's this guy that doesn't look that much like me, but maybe a little bit. He's a war veteran. Wait, wasn't he the one that got the rose? Or no?
No.
Oh, Jordan got the rose. He's the other one that I thought might get the rose, but didn't. Anyway, she really liked him, as you can tell from the clip I just played.
Haircut.
What's that?
He's got like the Macklemore haircut. He kind of looks a little bit like Jordan.
Yeah.
Maybe
Oh, wait.
Scruff.
Oh, here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna post edit this, right? So here's the clip right here.
Luke has like silent, sexy confidence that just radiates when he's in front of you.
See, that was the clip. All right.
Oh, Luke.
Oh, now you
Oh.
remember. Yeah, exactly. All right. Let's see. Who else we got? Who else we got? I'm gonna skip over the boring ones. Oh, we're almost done. Nick
So
B. I
like
don't remember
everyone.
Nick B. Who's the one that
Oh,
goes
what about?
crazy? Is he the one that goes crazy this season?
No, that's like Chance or Chase or
Yeah,
Chad or.
yeah,
What about my dude, the barber? What's his name?
yep. I
Vinny.
got you. Oh, and Robbie is the former competitive swim person, whatever that means.
Okay.
And
Okay.
then Vinny is the
Vinny, that's my
barber.
dude. He's one of the two dudes who snuck into the interview room drunk.
And
It's
she
like,
still picked him. That's
hey,
hilarious.
what's up?
Let's see. Age 28, occupation barber, tattoos none. My mom would kill me.
Vinny's a good dude.
All-time favorite movies. Bronx Tale. What's that?
Never heard of it.
Does he mean The Knight's Tale?
Close.
Sandlot
Okay, that one I know.
and Dumb and Dumber.
Okay, that one
I
I
like
know
I like
also.
this guy. Maybe we should watch The Bronx Tale because it might be good.
Just put it right here. Put it in your little.
If we're gonna play it right
video
here, whole movie. Uh, what's the most embarrassing style you've rocked? Oh man, I bleached my tips once. Looked like Timberlake. Boy band style.
Has a dude named Vinny ever not bleached their tips? This
No,
is just we
especially a
assume that
barber
Vinny.
named Vinny.
We assume that already.
Yeah.
Do you ever bleach your tips, Luke?
No, I actually didn't. No, I did dye my hair
pretty
once
sure.
though. I dyed it red, which was kind of cool.
Red.
Yeah, it was like a dark red. Like you could have passed it off for black almost, but
Okay.
it definitely had red. You could tell
Like
more
good
when it was
Charlotte.
dry, but like when it was wet, it just looked black.
Tell me what year this was. How old were you?
18, 19, 18. Must have been 18.
You were like basically a grown man.
Yeah, I was. It was definitely in my adulthood. My mom would have never let me do that. And then, okay, two more. Wells is the radio DJ. Okay.
He's the one who brought All for One.
Oh, he was. That's.
I swear.
How did he get them? That's amazing.
He used his Nashville radio connections,
I
dude.
guess so.
And like, I'm pretty sure for $500, All for One will come to your house and sing.
That's
I
probably
swear.
true. Yeah.
That's where they're at in their career right now. They're just ready for that house party appearance.
And then the last guy was Will, civil engineer.
Oh, Will had terrible jokes.
I don't.
Will felt forced the whole night.
I
Everything
don't
he said
remember
was
him.
like, he dropped the cards and he had them out of order. And he
Oh,
was like,
that
I'm
was
the most
that
beautiful
guy.
girl in the room. Yeah.
Oh, Nick. When we skipped over Nick, Nick was Santa. That was who Nick was.
Nick was Santa.
No wonder I
Yeah,
didn't
Saint
recognize his stupid picture. Okay, but Will, tattoos, yes. A triple spiral based on a stone carving I saw in Ireland.
Okay. Does it say where?
My right side ribs.
Right side ribs.
Yeah.
Triple spiral from Ireland. Okay.
All-time favorite movies. Dumb and Dumber. Again.
Whoa.
Another Big Fish, which is actually a good movie. That's great.
That is a good one.
And then Good Burger.
Welcome to Good Burger, home of the Good Burger. Great movie. Underrated movie. This is Nick?
One of your all-time favorite movies. No, that was Will.
Will,
Yeah.
I'm rooting for
This
you,
is
dude.
hilarious. I can't believe it has all
Good
their favorite
Burger?
movies on here.
We should do a whole thing about their favorite movies.
Yeah, we really should. Because looking through these is hilarious. Oh my gosh.
Good Burger.
Good Burger. Who lists Good Burger in their top 3 favorite movies of all time?
There's probably 12 people who have seen that movie.
I've never
so,
seen it.
Yeah. Here's a funny story about Good Burger. My little sister one time thought that Whataburger was Good Burger. And so she went there thinking it was like a tribute to the movie.
That's hilarious.
And then she was like mad they didn't even have orange soda and she was upset. It was a whole thing.
That's pretty funny. All right. Well, it's going to be a good season. Maybe.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah. I think I hate everyone on the series, but
Yeah. Right. Well, that makes it fun. Because honestly, like, The Bachelorette is so much worse than The Bachelor.
it is. Because the girls are just way more fun with the drama and the crying.
They
and the
cry
yeah.
so much, and then...
No, it's great.
Yeah, no, it's definitely better with the girls. The guys just fight, and they like actually fight, get in fist fights and stuff.
It looks like there might be a fist fight this
I know, I'm
season.
kind of hoping there is. Yeah. All right. Anything else? What else is going on?
No, I'm excited. We'll have to do like a little recap every week.
Yep, we'll do. We will do that.
And maybe let's pick one person who's still on the show, and we'll dive into their favorite movies,
Oh,
their
that's good.
tattoos, and
Wait, hang on. Before we go any further, what's your prediction? That's what we need to end with.
so I'm gonna just go out on a limb here and say Jordan comes in second, so that he can bachelor it up next year.
Okay.
And then give me
Vinny.
I don't know their names enough yet. Give me Chase, Chance, Chad. Give me one of those dudes.
Chase or Chad? Which one?
Which one's which?
Chad was the luxury real estate agent. I don't know if that helps you at all. And then Chase is the medical sales rep. I don't know. And they look about the same.
Yeah, give me them.
You can't take two people. All right, we'll narrow it down more next week. Okay, so you're saying Jordan gets second, one of them. I agree with you that Jordan does not win. I think he might drop out in the
Bold
top
prediction.
3, though.
Okay.
Maybe. No, she'll like his family, right? Who's not going to like Aaron Rodgers? So he's not going to go on number 4.
When he takes her home, Aaron Rodgers and Olivia Munn are going to be sitting in the living room to like greet her.
There's no way, right? It's just going to be his mom and his dad and his, my brother couldn't make it.
I don't think so. I think the whole fam's there. Part of the deal to get him on the show, when Aaron called up his buddy at ABC, he was like, hey, when it gets the come home dates, me and Olivia will be there.
Yep.
It's a whole thing, dude.
That is it. All right, so he won't go out 4, overnights on 3, maybe then. Okay, I could see him going 2. All right. But I think number 1 is going to be Luke.
I want it to be Daniel, but I know
It's
Daniel's
definitely
gone in
not
like 2
going to be
weeks.
Daniel. I know it's not going to be Daniel. It's going to be Luke.
All right.
And I think number 4 will be James Taylor.
We'll tag freezing cold takes in this, and then they can just like play it back for us in a couple months.
Yeah, that's great. All right, we'll do this again. Subscribe to our YouTube. Whatever it's called.
Look here or here to get on our links for the video.
Yeah, I like that people like point all around, but in like reality, it's just below the video, right? The subscribe button.
Subscribe here, or check out my other videos right here.
Yeah. We don't have any other videos, so don't check those out. And yeah, it was fun. All right, dude.
I'll send you I'll save this and I'll send you like a WeTransfer so you can download it and then have at it.
Yes. All right. Great. I'm excited.
And then let's do it weekly. Let's hash it up, a little Bachelor action.
I can't wait.